I forgot to turn those off. I should. Whoopsies. Oh well. Hey everybody. Welcome to the night show. Welcome to the channel. Server 57's here. 47, 179, 813, 145. Wow, lots of people here already. Congratulations on being here early. Unlike me. Yeah, I ran 5 minutes late. Yeah, well, I decided to start the stream early, and then that ended up turning into, well, the kids are eating and the TV's on, and oh gosh, things happen when you're a parent. It's okay though. We're good. I do have to adjust this real quick though, because it's bugging me that it's not taking up the whole screen. There's a little green over there. I don't like the green. There we go. And then now it fits perfectly. Love it. Welcome in everybody. So we'll be talking about weird stream time. Well, since we're not doing the giveaway today, I started a little bit later, but I don't want to start at like at 8 p.m. just in case we do have some late nighters in the UK or Belgium who want to stop in. And then we'll be talking about our streams that we have throughout the week. And yeah, too much chicken dancing. We did have a very long stream yesterday on Twitch. We went like 6 hours. And if you stuck around for all the Star Trek Fleeking Man content, I think we were streaming between me and Beck like 8 hours yesterday. And then Rooster was doing like 3 hours before. So 11 hours of Star Trek Fleeking Man was on Twitch yesterday if you missed it. Lots of content. Lots of content. Speaking of Beck, there she is. Yeah, I know we had Rooster, myself, and Beck streaming Star Trek Fleeking Man over a span of about 11, 12 hours. Lots of Star Trek Fleeking Man content, which is good. Shows the game's healthy, vibrant, maybe semi-growing, maybe. And I've got to go do these things, these Eclipse thingies. Yeah, because I haven't done them yet. So judge away. Haven't done my Eclipse yet. Good evening, Zimmer. The content for the whole family. Yeah, Tough Cow, you say that, but I haven't been seeing you. I've just been seeing Parissa. Tough Cow, where have you been? Where have you been? What's up with that? What's up, Adam? Good to see you. Server 63, shout out to you. Here, it doesn't sound completely off. Shout out Server 62. Anomalous Phenomenon. Oh, dude, thank you for the reminding, Burning Chaos. I literally have not done that yet. And thanks to your reminder, I'm going to start off because I'm going to do my swarms, which I haven't done. And then we'll do Anomalous Phenomenon. I'm going to send this here. Then we're going to go send this. What is it? SAE this time? No, it's in reset. Set course. There we go. I've been burning through that for the Amalgam. Oh, I've been spamming Exchange Armadas all day. You're late for sure. Look. Today I've been trying to find stuff to upgrade the streams. I'm trying to work on new intros again finally. Trying to work on logos, merchandise. Everything for the content need to get updated in 2022. Hey, Draco. Good to see you. And then I was going to do my stuff tonight. And then I've also got a video tomorrow. The Northcutt video should be tomorrow. I have a potential Amalgam video. Tuesday is the big release of the next big update that I can't tell you what it is, obviously. But that is Tuesday. And speaking of Tuesday, we'll be doing 5 Battle Pass giveaways. We're giving away 5 Battle Passes, the $20 ones, on Tuesday. And we'll do that on Twitch around 12 to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, depending on making sure that the Star Trek Fleeking Man update works correctly. If it launches correctly, we don't have any problems and no broken bugs and no, dishevelments, then we will do it on Twitch, which, Beck, I don't have that command set up because I rarely use the Nightbot because I suck at my job. But we will do it on Tuesday during the middle of the day. And the reason doing that is because we are getting... No One Shall's doing theirs tomorrow at kind of a later time. And then DJ's kind of doing theirs at a later time. So I want to make sure that we get some EU/YouTube and US friendly times. So we want to try to get as many people in the running, if you will. It's not necessarily like super important, but yeah. Yeah. Can you tell us why Scopely is so tight-lipped about what is coming? What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, I feel like that they're as tight-lipped as ever. I don't feel like they're especially tight-lipped. I feel like they normally don't like anybody to have information about things. Every now and then you'll get some hype. But since Ares isn't around anymore, yeah, DJ did do his today, Gare. But since Ares isn't around anymore, well, there's no one to do the hype. Have you been on Server 53 yet? I have not. I mean, I know a lot of people from Server 53. I know a lot of people from Server 53. So, And shout out to 137, Hermes to Trismegistus. That's a name. Nothing like bad happened to Aries. You just got another job. I don't know if that's ever been officially talked about. Okay, but it's been like a month now, so yeah, it's no big deal. Same thing that happened to Panic. You know, just in any career that you choose, you know, new jobs and stuff come up, and you go and take the new job. So. Syndicate, thank you for the reminder, Gray Mauser. We are almost to number 9. Oh man, I want number 9 so bad. I really want to be level 9. Thank you for the reminder. Shout out from the Q, Sir 57. Well, shout out to them. And how are y'all all doing? Hey, searching for answers. That's what I am doing tonight. Searching for answers amongst my wonderful community. And maybe we'll find them together. Wholesome content. Love it. Is Old Man still on the job? Yeah, Old Man is still one of the dev team. He's still one of the dev team. He's not the community manager. He's a dev guy. You'll every now and then see him on the official Discord. What questions and comments we talk about tonight? Budget Gunner, don't worry about being late. We literally just started. Rev's the answer. We are the question. Maybe it's to a full pull. Come on, give me good, give me good, give me good. I'll take the directives, but not a great pull. Not a great pull. Hey, Sasquatch, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Sasquatch. That was not a great pull. All right, let's go chase this guy down. Or not, because it's a broken hostile. There we go, get this one. What do you know about the next arc? I know everything about the next arc. What you're saying is, what you're really asking is, what will I tell you about the next arc? That's what I'm hearing. You're really meaning to say, hey, Rev, what will you tell me about the next arc? Is that what you're meaning to ask? Hey, Omicron, good to see you. You're really asking, do I like the next arc? You know, what can I tell you about the next arc? And short answer, meh. I'm gonna give you a ripper response. Meh. Meh. Wish I could pull 6 chests and get 1 auger. He's giving you D4. Well, it's always going to give you what you don't need. Do you say that? Yes, that's exactly what I want to ask. I'll be honest, man. I'm not terribly excited. I'm not like, I don't necessarily think it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be as good as Duality. I know it's not going to be. Well, I can't say I know, because I don't know how it stretches throughout the entirety of the arc. But I'm not as excited as I was when Duality was. So, meh. And there's just a few reasons for that, you know, between events, between the features, between the content, the theme. I'm just kind of meh. All you care about is a free-to-play Amalgam. Sadly, I have no update about a free-to-play Amalgam. I would love there to be an update to a free-to-play Amalgam. I haven't asked in 2 days, but there will probably never be any progress, Jorge, in removing the 1,500 hostile cap. It's probably never going away. Shooting Honor Guard Wesley, yes, that would just be the icing on the proverbial cake there, wouldn't it? Honor Guard Wesley. I'm gonna put this in a glass. Here, there we go. So there's an episode of How the Pekla Scraps. The who now? The Pekla? Also, I love this glass. If you're a Star Trek fan, do you recognize this glass? Love this glass. Love that glass. Love nerdy stuff. Not going to hear that. Pray I'll be better in Armada sourcing. Keep praying. I know of no improvements to Armada sourcing. I can say there's not as, well, honestly, I don't know if I can say it or not, but I'm going to say it. There's not as many Armada events. Like, there's not the ridiculous, like, 13 Armada events for SMS. That's good, but I have no knowledge of sourcing being better. Reckless, this is not a Kanar glass. I can show you. Well, it's not a Kanar bottle. I can show you a bottle of Kanar. This is not the glass they would serve Kanar in either. It's not the glass they would serve Kanar in. I can show you a bottle of Kanar. Would y'all like to see a bottle of Kanar? If y'all would like to see that, I can show you. I have a bottle of Canar. Got it for Christmas. David said, sure. So let me go grab your bottle of Canar real quick. Now this is a bottle of Canar. This is a bottle of Canar. That's Canar. The bottle itself, freaking amazing. How do you get disco jump fuel? Event stores, you can refine a very small amount, but there's a cap on it. Or doing the anomalous phenomenon, what I'm doing right now. Or by doing anomalous phenomenon that I'm right now. Now this is a red wine blend. But honestly, I'm going to reuse this bottle for the rest of my life. But it is red wine. It's sealed. I don't know if I'll ever unseal it. Where do I order one? If you order one, you have to promise to order me another one. That way I can drink it. Is that a deal? And yes, it's glass. That's why I love it so much. This is real, like... I don't know if you can hear that. Here. Glass. So... All right, Draco says deal. I'm gonna hold you to it, Draco. The website, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm not getting paid for this, so they should pay me for promoting their stuff. But the website's really simple. There's several of them that I also want, but there you go. StarTrekWines.com. StarTrekWines.com. So let me make sure I've finished Anomalous Phenomenon and send my ship home. Nope, got one more. Spiking the fruit punch, very nice. Always. Always. If you got kids, you definitely are spiking your drinks. Right? I'm not summoning a ship on purpose, y'all. I don't know why people waste their go-go juice. Why do people waste their go-go juice so much? I burn through go-go juice for things like territories and mining and amalgam. I'm not going to waste my go-go juice just doing everyday tasks like a anomalous phenomenon. Do I have to get a bottle of something? Yeah, the bottle's freaking dope. Bottle's freaking dope. Hey, Chief, how you doing? That link is taking my paycheck. Well, Tammy, like I said, it is. I've also got, just because we're mentioning, I've actually got 2 from that website. So, I've obviously got the bottle of Canar, but I've got a bottle of Klingon blood wine, which has got a nice wax seal on it. You can see it's unopened, but this is a Cabernet Sauvignon. There's just another red wine, but the bottle alone. I don't have the Romulan ale. There's actually not a Romulan ale on the site, but there's an Andorian ale. And then there's the Chateau Picard, and then a couple of other Starfleet ones. But I would love to get some more of these bottles just because they're freaking amazing. I love these bottles so much. Cab Sav has your heart. I am a blend and a sweeter guy. Send me your address privately. Sure, Draco. Just message me on Discord. I trust you. I trust you. But if y'all are interested in that, I got those as a Christmas present. StarTrekWines.com. And maybe one day they'll hear about me and give me a little bit of love. Don't you get more go-go juice as a reward than what it costs to jump? You do, but why would I waste it? Why would I waste it? That's, it's, why would I waste anything? It takes me 3 minutes to fly. Am I really hurting that bad on the fly? Thank you, Beck. Beck, you're trying to be super helpful, and I'm just over here noobing it up because I've not added most of those links. The PayPal and the other link is the ones that works. Are there BPs next arc? Are there BPs for what? Like a battle pass? Yeah, there's a battle pass. Starts Tuesday. Tuesday on Twitch, we will be doing a battle pass giveaway. We'll give away 5 battle passes. if that's what you're asking. Yeah, that has become a staple. They do those every time now. Yep. BP can be battle pass or blueprints. If it's about blueprints, then what ship are you wanting blueprints for? You believe Amalgam is being introduced to a scrapyard for free to play? It'd be nice if that was the case, Johnny. We'll have to wait and see if that's the case. But definitely need the Amalgam to be free to play. How much does Jelly Blueprints cost in the Alliance store? Here. We don't have a 3-star territory, but it's what, 15,000, 45,000, and 150,000 are the options? Yeah, I don't have them at the moment because I can't click it. But I think it's 45,000 for 5 is one that people might use. And as far 500,000 for the big one. Thank you, Johnny. As far as why is there hijacked ships in the pay store? Because you have Apex going on right now. 545 and 500. Thank you, Azur. 545 and 500. But it's because you've got Apex going on right now. So don't read too much into it. We'll go back out. And then we'll check our refines. Territory refine time. Yeah. There we go. Federation Romulan War next arc. Dude, we just got done with the Klingon Romulan War. Why would they go to war with the frickin' feds? The height of scopeliness, having building tiering hijacked ships for event points. Man, hijacked ships should not be messed with. If you're out there questioning, should you build a hijacked ship? The answer is no. The answer is no. Do not bother with hijacked ships. Do not bother with them. Do not waste your time or your effort or your money. Do not waste. I'm telling you now, you will have regrets. You will have regrets. Do not have regrets. I don't want you to have regrets. Don't do it. They do look cool. So build them at level 1 and never upgrade them. Build them at level 1, tier 1, and never upgrade them. If you love the look that much, which I understand that argument, because they do look great and I do have them for that purpose, then go ahead and build it and then don't upgrade it at all. Azur, you can't even scrap hijacked ships. You'd have to have the ability to scrap that added to the game, which, FYI, I would support. I would support them, but you can't cloak them. You can't scrap them. They cost more to upgrade than their regular counterparts, and they are not stronger. So, they are not any stronger. You have the D3 that's almost max because I was an idiot. Don't worry, Sasquatch. I've got a tier 5 hijacked legionary that will show that Rev is also part idiot. Regrets, yogurts, it's all good. That's why you haven't heard about Amalgam free to play yet. Wait and let you scrap them. You're confident in that, aren't you? You're confident. I hope you're right. How can you sit there with a green arrow in your jelly? Easy, because I don't want to spin the ore. Oh wow, somebody just donated to the PayPal channel? Somebody just donate to the house fund? Which we don't have on the screen right now because noob? Yes, we did. Shout out to Mihai. Mihai just donated to the house fund. Leave that $10, Mihai. That's very, very kind of you. That's extremely, extremely generous of you to just send $10 to help support the kids. Kids need it. The kids need it. The little demons need it. They're demanding. They are demanding. Let me get rid of the screen. Back over here. The Hijacked Legionary is a gorgeous ship. Look, if y'all want to look at them, I'll show them to you. They are beautiful. There is no lies being told. Here's my tier 6 Hijacked Legionary. It is a fantastically beautiful ship. The gray with the gold and the shadowing and everything, they did a great job. It is a stunning ship. It's still a piece of crap, but it is stunning. Look at the augment logo here on the front on the nose. It is a beautiful ship. Beautiful. Waste of resources and time. And just so y'all don't get more tempted, let me show you all of them. There's the Legionary. Here's your Hijacked Mayflower. Here you go. Enjoy it. If you just want to look at them, here they go. Beautiful, right there in the dock. Isn't it pretty? Enjoy. There you go. Here you go. One more. Let me show you the golden D3. Hijacked D3. Here you go. There you go. Now you've seen them all. You don't need them. You don't need them. See it? Now you don't need it. Y'all good now? Dave is like, enough of that. Yeah, exactly. Which that reminds me, I want to put the refit back on here. I want my Constitution skin. Apply. Just love how it looks. Freaking great looking skin. Go back here. Why are you hunting with the freaking auger? Hit this. Hutman, good to see you. We got the leader. Team RD is here. Yes, Beck is here. I hope the new update is that we can scrap the hijacked ships and get skins for it. I would love for them to transfer hijacks as ships into skins. I think that would be the best way to handle it. The Separatist D3 has not been available in literally 3 years. Literally since the beginning of 2019. Oh man, I waited too long. Am I gonna get there first? Who got there first? Dang it. They got there first. I ain't mad. They got there first. Son of a biscuit eater. Somebody's gonna get that one, so we're gonna go over here. Maybe we'll get this one. Or this one. What you getting in the event store? What do you mean? I get the same stuff every time. I'll get some Apex research medals. And I always use more research medals. And then I'll get more of whatever uncommon I'm needing the most. I don't get ship parts. And then I trade in for independent credits versus officers. All right. Put my bottles of wine somewhere. Don't want to lose them. Yeah, I don't get ship parts. I get my ship parts from my events in the refinery. Like the officer events I've been doing, there's my ship parts. But I do my refinery every day. Multiple times a day. And then if you look in the daily events, the officer ones that come through, which I think like this one, no, not this one. The heroic regular officer, this one? Yeah, this one gives me ship parts. Every time this comes around, I try to grab this daily. This daily event, officer recruit heroic. I go after it because I want the ship parts and I've just got to do some recruits there. Just got to do some recruits there. And we'll go back over here at this one. What's up, Thief? How you doing, buddy? I saw you were enjoying your amalgam. The hijacked ship can't cloak. No, they cannot, Darren. Hijacked ships can't cloak, nor can they be scrapped. So they're a waste of time at the moment. Guessing the scrap ship will be the Vidar to the A version, another Borg arc for better probes. I will say, look, Borg needs to be redone heavily. Borg needs a redo. It desperately needs a redo. Ask for a teammate, Max Bortus or low tier Sarko better on a node. Low tier Sarko is going to be better on a node. And it didn't blow up, but we're going to blow it up real quick. Would you spend cash on the amalgam? Depends entirely on your own situation. I have no problem with people with spending on the amalgam. It's not necessarily something I recommend. It's great for raiding. Absolutely fantastic raid ship. And I love the refinery and the officer tab for you to be able to source the ship skins and the honor guard wharf shards. It's still not an amazing, like, spend money on it. But if you're willing to spend $100 in a month, then that's not a bad $100. I would definitely just understand its limitations and the frustrations. One of the biggest frustrations for the amalgam is this 3-day cooldown to use the amalgam refinery. The 3-day cooldown is terrible. Better buy 2 bottles of wine for Rev. Please, Mihai, buy me 2 bottles of wine. Finally got to use your Amalgam today. Got over 100 pulls, around 7 million each. That is insanely good. So we definitely stand what the Amalgam can do. We love it. Same time, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Wait, we got to switch this back. Can we actually upgrade our disco? Because I'm one part away from going to tier 8. I desperately need to go to tier 8. Can we upgrade? Yes! Woohoo! Yo, y'all have no idea how much I need this. I'm getting so close to maxing my disco, y'all. So close to maxing the disco. I'm so excited. I'm one tier away. I realize it's the hardest tier, but I feel like I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, y'all. Here we go. All right. Tier 8 disco. Now the big one. So we get 35 there, 14. So well, we had 49. Then we do the 6,300. Then we go to 8,100. Then we go to 10,4. Okay, so I need about 12,000 more parts. I need about 12,000 more parts. And I'm good. I'll max her out. About 12,000. It's a lot, but it's doable. We're tier 8. We're making progress. We're happy. We're making progress and we're happy. Yeah, I mean, I really want to get that tier 9 so I can get that thing maxed out and really use those speed ups to help progress a little bit further and catch up where I've been slacking. There we go. And we finished this one too. Oh, not done yet. I've seen so much 39 content and what you need. Can you talk about 39 through 42 and how to get at that first 42 ship? What do you want to know, Christopher? Because the 39 video I made about what you need to go 40 plus still relevant today. So what exactly are you're needing? How'd you get so far behind on disco? I just never put a lot of effort into it. Simple answer. I never put the effort into it needed. I was one of the first people to get my Vidar max, and I don't regret that. Doing a live stream, 3 sheets to the wind. I don't even know what that means, David. What does that mean? And as far as what level is my Meridian, it's a tier 5 Meridian. That one's tier 5, and then I have a tier 1 one. Any word on Stella skins in the future? You got Stella event right now. You got Stella skin event going on right now. There you go. There you go, there you go, there you go. There you go, there you go, there you go. Ah, Tomb. Yeah, we don't do that. No. That's not good. Give a shout real quick to Patrick. Patrick, you don't have to do that, buddy. I'm gonna put up on the. I'm gonna update the player, the house fund, but they sent me a donation that says buy some wine. So I'm gonna put it in here. Thank you, Patrick. That's very kind of you. I'm gonna add it to the house fund, but thank you so much. It's very nice of you. And I'm not on tier 9, Darren. I'm tier 8, working to tier 9. Tier 8, working to tier 9. Which, if that reminds me, I should have reset my refinery because I updated. It did. New pull. 127, not great, but it did reset, so we remember to pull it on the reset. Now we go to the officers tab, and we're gonna pull here, and just keep praying we get more and more shards. Your discovery of a Devore and Vidar all max. Nice, Grey Wolf. How do I source those 42 blueprints free to play? Is it all? It's all faction credits or away team store. You can technically grind in like Romulus if you want to go for drops there, but that's a long haul. It's a long haul. Draco's Pillam's ridiculous. Draco is ridiculous, yes. Expectation for the update? Man, I'm not super excited. I'm not like not excited, but just know what's coming. There are some things that are going to be easy to promote and like, yo, y'all should check this out. And I'll have my normal video of, hey, here's what's coming out. Here's the hype. Here's what's not hype. But overall, yeah, I'm kind of meh on it. Could change when it rolls out that day. But normally I go into something either really hype or not. And right now I'm not. So Oh boy. Anubis in his corner. Anubis likes to watch the stream, but not getting my Meridian today there, big boss. Oh God. He's also got the Enterprise, and then he's got the D4. Oh my goodness, who's he hitting? Oh, he's hitting all of them. Yeah. If there is a scrap in the update, will it need level or tier? There's only one ship that doesn't need to be max level and tier, and that is the Franklin. It still needs to be tier 9, it just only has to be level 41. So basically the format has always been you have to max out the level and the tier to get maximum rewards. I don't really expect that to change for anything that they update. Is it as bad as Away Teams 1.0? Dude, Away Teams 1.0 was amazing. What are you talking about? I wish it was that good. I wish it was that good. I know Anubis, it's not you, it's another Anubis. IA's Anubis. But I saw him and I was like, not today. Not me. I don't feel like repairing that ship today. Maybe tomorrow we can repair that ship. Not today. Here we go. Get my Enterprise back out. Had this thing like 2 years now. Away Team 1.0 was okay. 2.0 is running good. No, Away Team 1.0 was great too. Y'all just didn't like the long-term vision of it. Away Teams 2.0 made it better, but 1.0 was still freaking great. Still freaking great, especially for low-level play. G3 requirements for G3 economy still feels rough. Hard disagree. G3 is easy to breeze through now. Easy. Easy. Takes you 6 months to get to level 34. It's the 4-star economy that's still a little bit rough. 5-star is basically impossible without spinning. 3-star has gotten really good. Really good. That's my opinion, though. G3 is easy to on a max net. Well, true, but that's for anything. That's for anything, though. They're going to charge a premium for something called an epic ship. It's an epic ship. Of course they're going to charge you a premium. Yeah. So it's all about balance. Like, you know, for free to play, I never really recommend maxing ships anyway. Get to tier 7, tier 8, tier 9. There's really not a ton of difference. G6 will be out by the time you get to G4. I mean, hell, I'm in G4 now. And I don't know how long it's going to take to get to G6, but I mean, you can get, if you pushed really hard, like if you devoted your life to Star Trek as a free-to-play player, in 1 year, you could get to level 40 plus. You could probably maybe get to a Valdor in that time, but keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Just hit level 35 after camping 33 for a year. 15 billion still, 6 billion trit, 300 million dill, 22,000 all the uncommons. What are my next steps? May wait for an event. I would definitely wait for an event, Baby Yaga, and 22,000 will get you to tier 7-ish of a epic ship of your choice. Yep, new arc starts in 2 days. 2 days. Less than that now. We're like at what, the 36-hour, 38-hour mark? You're at 39. Don't know if I'll have the Valdor this year. I mean, when I finish my camping at 39, the only thing that I have not done is rep. That's what's holding me back. I was ready for the Valdor within 2 months. Because there's no reason to sit at 40 and 41. So you blast through 40 and 41 if you've saved up correctly. And then you go for your uncommon ship. Now, I'll sit at 42 for a while. But is there a good crew for the 42 plus ships against mission hostiles? PvP. It doesn't matter what level hostile. You're doing a PvP crew. PvP crew. Red hostile crews do not work on gold bosses, so you have to use a PvP crew. Here's his credits. See, I'm sitting on my Valdor credits right now. I just got to do the rep grinding. I did 3 million yesterday, but I'm sitting on 230,000 of my ROMs. I'm ready for that. I just got to get the rep. You know, I'm 56 million away. 56 million away. Free-to-play Amalgam coming, new arc. I have no knowledge of a free-to-play Amalgam route coming. No knowledge. 12 BPs away from the jelly, then you can start working on rep. Jelly is fantastic. You can work on rep with mean, you can work on rep without that. And you can work on it with faction ships, depending on what level you've taken them to. 3-day grind in Tiger Core. Well, I can't do that because I'm Rom Klingon. So I can't do that. I'm out in like New Calgary grinding. Working for 42, rep grinding for Fed 1 billion lot. Kelvin it is, I guess. I will never build a Kelvin except for maybe collections, but that'll be a long time away since I'm going Klingon ROM first. Where'd you find my Envoy blueprints? 2-star hostiles. It is better with faction for rep because of the bonus. It depends, Ming. I can kill a hell of a lot more with my jelly. So I can kill a hell of a lot more with a jelly. So I will use both. Like my auger is secondary, and then I'll use my jelly. But it's really how much time and effort you go into it. Separatists are a good place for envoys, yeah. What level can you go to dark space? Level 38 is the level you need to be before you get the mission that allows you to go down there. Use your D4 as a hostile grinder. Yeah. D4 is a good grind. Honestly, all the epic ships are really good. I mean, the auger is my favorite for grinding. And like if I relocate to a system, I'll use the auger. But like if I've got to fly there, I'm going to send my jelly. But if I want to relocate to New Calgary, I'll use the jelly and then the auger as a 2-ship combo. Do my grinding. I do miss Tiger Core though. I miss it so much. Tiger Core was so nice for me. I truly do miss it. You're trying not to grind in Tiger Core? Why is that? Why is that? Just need to do the research for it. That's just as strong as an auger. What you talking about, Green Lab? The D4? D4 is better PvP, but it's not better at rep grinding. Do space level use Tiger Core? Depends on the level, Derek. I mean, a low 40s player will still use Tiger Core. I actually got more Katinga blueprints at the moment. My blueprints, keep in mind that I don't have the rep to go for either one of them yet, but my Katinga blueprints, I've only got 2. And my Valdor blueprints, I have 2. So they're even. Let me check my away teams real quick. Keep forgetting to do these. Been using my YouTube account to chat on YouTube. Not sure if it was bad etiquette. I mean, no. Bad etiquette. Basically converted most of server 133 to use the D4 and Tiger Core. I mean, cool. Okay. The auger's the better grinder though. D4 is faster, which is nice. Auger too slow. Do your impulse speed research. Are the 4-star faction miners also crystal burners? Don't agree? I mean, it's fine if you don't agree, just understand why you're wrong. That's the key there. Understand why you're wrong. You're choosing convenience, but you're not really being more convenient because you're having to have extra flight time to get to those extra hostiles you couldn't kill. So even though you're faster in the system, you have to then spend more time flying to do the rep grinding. So the whole health is always best for rep grinding. Whole health is always best. Now, if you prefer it, that's a different way to word it, and that's okay. Prefer is fine. If you prefer your D4 because you want to just go in one hole and get it done and do it, cool. But the reason that battleships and augers are better is because they have more hull health. So you can haul 50 plus chests in the hull. Like I said, Auger will pull more. The Auger will guaranteed pull more because it has more hull health. Tier to tier, proper crews, proper research, Auger will do more. Did you announce the new ship we're going to get in the next few weeks? I did not announce the new ship. I didn't announce any ship that we're getting. Been grinding in Sol and Chronos for a week now. 13 Kelvin BPs and 17 Katinga. Yeah, seems been paying out well for a lot of people, but not me. I've not been getting any better payouts. As far as Centurion blueprints, any level 32 or higher Romulan system will drop them. Doesn't matter what hostile you're hitting. The best bet for all that is honestly just going through and faction store, away team store, easiest way to get those. Probably going to run an Armada, but we'll worry about that later. No PvP in the moment. Over time, the Auger loses out on hostiles. No, it doesn't. no, it doesn't. It's the best. I've got all three of them. Telling you, no, it doesn't. Who's telling you this stuff? The Auger's the best hostile grinder and the best at Armadas in terms of damage creation. Green Lab. I mean, you can argue with the wall, buddy, but as someone who has tested it not only on hundreds of accounts, but over 10,000 game hours, no. But enjoy your D4. It's a fantastic ship, and it's better in PvP. It's better in PvP. Is it too late to go to 35 for Battle Pass rewards? No, it's not. It's a very slow lumbering beast. And see, what's annoying is it's also good to get used to the Auger because the ISS is the exact same speed. It's the exact same speed, which is quietly very annoying. Your impulse speed is the exact same as the Auger. Correct, Robert. At level 31, Trilocked, been doing all my daily grinding in Klingon and ROM space. Notice I'm 7 million away from Celebrated. Should I stop? Yes. Unless you feel like you can complete 4-star dailies, you should stop. Still love the Enterprise. The Enterprise is the best at like doing everything. It's the best well-rounded, and it'll last probably it'll last the longest in PvP because of its ship ability. But the D4 is better for PvP and arguably even base cracking. And the Auger is just because it has the most hull health, especially after all of their researches are done. It's going to be the best grinder, and then its obliterator weapon makes it naturally really, really good versus Armadas. But Green Lab, you can, like I said, you can argue with yourself. You're convinced you're right, even though the game math says you're wrong. Cool, dude. Enjoy your D4. Please stop talking about it. Jesus. Any good systems for Romulan rep grinding? Literally, it's all about taking traders, Romulan, Federation, Klingon traders. That's where you get the most rep, and whichever ones that you can kill the most. Green Lab, I don't need you to make a video, dude. I know the game better than you do. Please go argue with somebody else. Oh, God. It's all about the traders that you can kill because that's what's going to give you the most rep. Traders give out more rep than explorers, battleships, interceptors, etc. But you want to be able to kill an efficient amount. So like players will take out like their Saladin and maybe can kill 3 or 4 ships in Tygo Core, and that's not the most efficient for their rep grind. Just reacting to the comments with the winky face? No, you're not. You're being annoying. That's what you're doing. Literally the entire chat and me have told you you're cool to keep your ship, you're cool to keep your opinion, but you're wrong. You stop talking about it. You grind in Lakeside for heavy traders? Yes, you can do that too. The key though, when it comes to grinding, is just when you're going after traders, what can you kill efficiently? If you can only kill 5, then don't go after that deep into a system. So for example, if we scroll out over here and you look at the difference between, Wolf and then Sol. So Wolf is a really easy system to grind for explorers. It's popular because it's a hub system, but you can just park here and like, look, here's your explorer. It's going to give you 540 ROM. But if we go over to Groombridge and look at the equivalent in terms of a trader, now it's level 40 system, but we can still just pick like a level 39 trader and see similar results. You can see 1300, so 3 times the amount of XP. And also going to be an easier target. It's only got 1 weapon that's going to fire. Traders only have 1 weapon. They don't create as much damage. And if you're running the Pipe Moreau Gen crew that reduces damage by 96%, then you're going to have longer survivability against traders. That's the key. Running against traders and then how many you can kill efficiently is how you get your rep up. You can hit 50 and 25 each time, depends on your lower deck, strength versus attack. So generally when you're loading out, you're wanting to do health because it's going to give you more survivability. Your attack is generally going to handle itself to an extent, but it depends on the crew. If you're running Pipe Moreau Chin, Moreau's tier 3, Chin's max, which is what a lot of people level 30 plus are running, you know, that's going to take care of the damage reduction. You're not trying to kill them faster. You're trying to take less damage and last longer. So gotta love players trying to prove CCs with thousands of hours in the game wrong over something established for a couple of years. It's whatever, graduate. Hell, I remember community managers were telling whales to get augers for armadas and grinding because those were the best. So, I mean, the freaking game was telling people to do it. D4 is amazing, and especially since we had the update, the attack and mechanic update 2 years ago, they definitely got better and more well-rounded. I still love its firing pattern because it fires one weapon but fires twice, and it's a lot easier to manipulate with that than it is to manipulate with an auger in the obliterator weapon. But that advantage is easier to take advantage of in PvP situations. And the D4 with its speed bonus and the ease of putting directed crews on it is the best way I'd say it. Like whether you're doing Lorca, Tilly, Honor Guard War for Marcus Merritt Krell, it's easy to know what you're getting versus there's more chance in terms of an auger. You wish we could buy Pike? Well, I agree. The only thing I can say is I encourage people all the time to, really work on getting transporter patterns, turning in your augment credits so that you can get the augment officers, going through your faction credits and turn those in, maxing out those officers so that you can start getting transporter patterns. Really speeds up the process. There's a few people who've already been able to use transporter patterns in the mid 20s to get Pike because they focused on that early on. And it's never too late to start focusing on that. I mean, if you don't have the transporter patterns yet, it's never too late to go over to your augment, click the augment here, start turning these in. It's never too late to start spending your faction credits. It's one of the reasons that we talk about dual grinding and tri-faction locking, to spend it on your recruits so that you can get more of these turn-ins and max out these officers. It's never too late to start that process. Explain transporter patterns more, Steve. I explain it like once a week. How much more can I explain it for you? Literally, max out officers, max out a rare, max out an epic. Every time you get shards for those afterwards, you'll start getting transporter patterns. You can use those to then get specific officers in the transporter pattern store right here. One of those first ones that everybody's going to need to get to if you don't already is to unlock Pike. You don't necessarily need to tier him, don't necessarily need to max him out, but you necessarily need to unlock him. Then you can also look at things like 6 of 11, and then work on Jar, Kang, Marcus. Those are some of the most important. First time on here? Well, no worries, Steve. I'm just like, I don't want to sound like I don't ever talk about it because I really try to push that as a point because it's so important, and if you don't catch on to transporter patterns until the mid 30s, you're really behind in officers. And that's okay. You can play catch up. There's nothing wrong with playing catch up in the game, but something that you should really, really, really go over. Yeah, Carissa, I disagree with that. I would go tri-lock no matter what. And I still do on all my new accounts. On all my new accounts, I still go tri-lock. Let's see how close I am to. All right, 2 more, I think. 1 more. Good. Besides crew, what do you need to be able to farm homeworld systems? I mean, preferably an epic ship. Preferably an epic ship. But yeah. You're going to need Max, Pipe Moreau Chin, and go from there. All right, so we got that done. I'm going to go swap down to the 35 systems now. 16-minute flight time. Lovely. I need to finish doing the warp research. Do you pair Talon with Beverly and Mud for level 49 traders? I don't. No. I don't. I put out that crew on a video so that people could use that to finish, Parabellum really quick and stuff, but I just run Pipe Moreau Chin and take out regular transports. Marcus needing a higher shard count to max is annoying. Game is going to game. Game is going to game. Is Gorkon a viable substitute for Lorca on a D4 running Lorca, Killy, Honor Guard, Wharf if you haven't unlocked your Lorca yet? Yes, it is. You're going to get a little bit different results. I mean, you're probably going to hit the critical faster. You're almost guaranteed to get it in that first round, depending on the level. You're not going to get the damage reduction, which is not that much, but you know, Lorca Killy is 150% damage reduction, which takes out, at least in the lower levels, takes out half of their officer bonus. I mean, it helps. You know, so you're not going to get that, but you can still use it to get your hull breach. Will still, you know, be able to use Tilly. Still can take advantage of the critical run with Honor Guard Wharf and that extra damage you can create. I mean, yeah, it works just fine, especially since they redid hull breach, burning, and morale and how they work. He's even better than he was before. Good evening, Charles. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing great too. On the bright side, by the time I get my shipyard to 35, you might have the Franklin scrappable. Look, I know it's not for everybody, but I'll tell this to every player. If you want to max out your Franklin, hit OPC Franklins. It's just the simplest way. You need millions of modulators. I will always hit OPC Franklins. I simply will. I am not going to take, 8-9 months in my day to max it out the slow way. I'm going to hit OPC Franklin. So by 35, you should definitely have maxed out yours. And if you don't want to do it where you're hitting enemies, here's a simple way to do it. Reach out to a friend or friendly alliance and ask them to fill up their ship with Franklin modulators for you, and you hit them. Ask them to do it for you. We've done that on my server where we just filled up the Franklin and let people hit it with what they needed. And hell, you can fill it with anything you want. Fill up a Vidar with them. Fill up a Horizon with the modulators and go hit that. But, if you don't want to do it, aggressively, then do it that way. But hitting OPC Franklins is the way to do it. OPC is the active war on server 60, then go to war. Why should your gameplay suffer because some people get inconvenienced? What are they going to do? Go to war with you as one person? Yeah. Go get over it. Then you have a Max Franklin, you'll stop doing it. You grew too fast on rep, so I have to hit in Chronos for dailies, Bevcom Mud, or Lifesavers. It is. I would just lower your rep if it's that difficult, though. I mean, I hope you're getting good blueprint drops, though. Hope you're getting good blueprint drops. If you have a Franklin A, is there any point in continuing to level a Franklin? Nope. There is not. Unless you just want it. OPC is an active war. Yeah, exactly, Draco. I don't get that logic, but hey, different servers have got different things that they agree to. Yeah. 35 Katingas in the past 2 months. Well, you can't really argue with those results, Drew. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. And G4 faction daily started commended. So once you get that 10 million, the rep lock after 10 million will start giving you 4-star dailies. I'm also doing missions on my level 19 account if you're curious. All right, before the Franklin A, people would plant horizons in the swarm systems and come back to it full. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great way to do it. I mean, if you got the people willing to go through that. Let's say commit, yeah, celebrated, not committed. Committed's 150 million. Yeah, celebrated. Thank you, YT. Yeah, celebrate is where it swaps over, and you try to warn everybody, especially if you're in like the mid-low 30s. It's really tough to do those 4 stars unless you just happen to have the territory. Best system to grind Fed rep in? As we say all the time, Corda, it depends not on your level, but what you can easily hit trader-wise. The higher traders you can hit, the better. And the more you can hit, that's what's best. The efficient way is if you can kill 20, 30, 40 traders, then that's the system you need to focus on being in. Dart Builder, you can only change servers level 12 and below. So if you are past level 12 already, you cannot swap servers. Best way to earn jelly blueprints without buying or having a 3-star territory. The event, the jelly unlock event, which starts for level 36 players, and armadas, epic armadas. Grab 2 Franklins, level 40 and 31. It's enough to get a Franklin A, and modulators to reach level 31 is less to reach the 41 from the 40s. Hey, that works, I guess, Paulo. That works. Save yourself some trouble. Skip the jellyfish. Which jellyfish? Definitely don't skip the ISS jellyfish. That would be horrible advice. That'd be awful advice. That's your main hostile grinder until you get to the rares. Unless you mean the baby jellyfish, and yeah, don't waste money. Unless you just want to have it. To 37, should I push hard to 38? Really hard to 30? I mean, I always recommend going all the way up to 39. So, always recommend going up to 39. 39, I mean, 38, there's really nothing there. You do get the option of full pulling a jelly in the off chance that happens. But you might as well go 39. You're staying in basically the same brackets. You know, going to get better rewards for events. You're going to get the Parabellum event. If you get the jelly, then you'll have the ISS Jelly Brawl event. I'd recommend just go ahead and going up there. Going through all these systems right now. Ops 41, lock feds at 1 billion. Now work and do the same with the ROMs. I don't use Klingon shit, so I'm not pushing the 1 billion. Is that a mistake? It's only a mistake if it's something that you regret. I mean, if you have no interest in using the Klingons, then sure, don't worry about it. I would say that I love the Klingon ships more than I love the Federation ships, but this is a personal thing. You know, when you get into the 40s and 50s, it's more about your research and your officers than the ship you're on. The ship you're on does not matter as much in the 40s and 50s. You can make a Northcut blow out a Corvus, and a Corvus can blow out a Northcut on officers and research, not on the ship. So when you're like in the 30s, you're picking the Enterprise because, oh, the shield thing, or you're picking the Augur because, oh, the Obliterator and the Armadas. But when you get to the 40s and 50s, it's honestly more about your research being where it needs to be and officers being maxed out. So kind of pick whatever ships you want. The research tied to rep past that 1 billion mark. There's a lot of research that goes all the way out to level 60. So you could say a Coronar, any of the 4-star rares, Matthew, are a replacement for the ISS Jelly. The Newton, the Pilum, and the Coronar. All of them are a replacement. What level ships do I need to grind to get more Horizon blueprints? I mean, once again, like level 32 plus ships is where you're going to find a lot of them. So. What ops level should I wait until I get past celebrated? Up to you. Just understand what happens when you get celebrated. You've got 4-star dailies. Whenever that you want to actually go for that. You could do that at level 33 if you just wanted to. I mean, somebody in the chat was talking about their, decision to go grind in Soul, and even though it's costing them, Trit and everything, the good thing is they're getting Katinga blueprint drops, which is cool. Now, the drawback is they'll not have the rep for the Katinga, but hell, maybe they'll have a full Katinga. You don't need the rep to build the ship. You just need the blueprints. So if I manage to get, like if I come in here, and obviously Federation is what I am hostile against, and I don't have a lot of Kelvin BP. Actually, I've known, but if I had all the Kelvin BPs, I could build it at level 42 regardless of if I had the rep. So if you get enough of them to drop, go for it. What's the lowest 4-star node not in territory? That'd be warp 65. Warp 65, if I'm remembering right. If you're talking about these right here. Wait, right here. Warp 65. Yeah. Which you could do with the Meridian. 30 million rep Anubis. 30 million. You got 12 BPs for Hydras. See, I don't care about the 4-star faction miners. I don't recommend building those until, if you want to build them mid 40s, late 40s, definitely don't recommend early on. Definitely don't recommend early on. Thoughts on Prime survival skills? If you're going to spend $100, it's one of the best $100 you can spend. It's Prime Officers 2.0. Warp 56 for the Indies. Oh, yeah, you're right, Matthew. I forgot about those. Warp 56 for the independent systems, 4-star. But even then, that's still going to be out of reach for most people. And the flight times, annoying. Let me speed up some research real quick. We'll do this. We click this. Have I done? Yeah, I think I've already done. I did my research daily. I got to go do the hostile grinding though. And we got to go put this thing back out there. Got to go do our Eclipse stuff. We should probably try to run some Eclipse modders. And speaking of the devil, there she is. Swap, get our disco out. And then we will make this. That for now. We're going to swap that out real quick. And then we'll make this. We're going to change this crew around if we're putting the... Yeah, where's that? That. Then we'll put this back over here. Stella. And we'll make this our jelly. Nice visual graphic errors are fun. Have you tried to escape from Tarkov? I've not. I actually tried to buy it last night and they wouldn't accept my PayPal account. So I don't know what the heck's going on with that. What do you do for your 4-star mining dailies? I don't do my 4-star mining dailies. Bam. Nailed it. I don't do them. I do the hostile one and then I grind lots of ships for my rep. Is there a way to get around the Meridian lock? Nope. Do you not use the mycelium saving crew? Only if I'm feeling like changing them out, but in general, no. I mean, it's smart to use that, but I don't. Mostly because I'm doing stuff like using 4 or 5 ships at a time. Can you mine 4-star before level 38? Only in territory space, Derek. Only in territory space. And the 3-star territories are all going to have, see that 4-star node? That's 4-star gas. You come down this one, another 4-star gas. Come down here, 4-star crystal. Come over here, you get the 4-star ore right here. 4-star ore. Yeah, if in territory space, you can do the 4 stars before level 38. 5-4 Discord message during live stream. Forgot you were live. Late to the show. Well, welcome in, War Dog. Glad that you're here, man. How you doing? No worries. I always try to go through the messages after the stream. I went through my messages today, so managed to get it down to like 3 messages, and now it's already back up to like a dozen. You live, you learn. Heck with it. So let's see. Somebody asked a question. If you go celebrate it and don't like it, can you drop your rep back down and dailies reset? Yes. So your dailies are set to whatever rep you're at. So if you go to 30 million and say, hey, I don't want 4-star, go back down, lower it out, and you will then get your previous dailies of 3-star. I'm gonna turn this heater off. It's getting kind of warm in here. Okay. You have an alliance mate who's 25 who hunts 4-star materials and has over 1 million of each. Freaking dope. I mean, I really know if I would do it at level 25 because there's no way for me to actually refine it for a long time, but also the pirate in me says, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. Pull this. Get some more ISO resin, get their particles I don't really need, but I'll get the ISO resin. Somebody got on to me for not pulling that the other day. Hey Shahid, good man, how you doing? And congrats on Ops 40. If you wanted a Tarkov key, I got a spare one I can send you. Yeah, please GM. Like I tried to buy it because I've got friends playing it, but it literally, it's the same company that Scopely uses, Exila, as their currency people. And they would not take my PayPal account. They kept kicking me out. So I would love to play Escape from Tarkov. Yeah, send it to me now, G, so you don't forget. I'd love to play the game. In honor of you. Thank you. Serious question. When you've reached all 4 territory tree ISO resin research nodes, is there any benefit of getting more? Not currently. Sleepy time for you? Okay, G. I have a feeling you're going to forget, though. I still love you. I forget. I'll definitely forget. You nearly celebrated for Fed and ROM 1.3 away. Very nice, Aaron. I mean, that's my one. I have 2. I would say I have 2 regrets. I have 2 big regrets. That when I went to over level 40, I did not have my Discovery Max. I did not have my rep where I wanted it to be. I did not have it where I wanted it to be. So those would be my main gripes at myself. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh boy. No, no, no. Dang it, fire guy. Oh. Oh well. What do you mean, Chris? Oh, I wanted my rep to be closer, so like I'm ready to get the Valdor now. I just can't. I just can't. All right, let me see if they're going to summon in. If they'll summon in, I'll yeah. Jump. Might as well jump. All right. You come up here. Uh-huh. Yeah, come chase me. If I'm the person you want to bother today, come on. Go hit my poor little discovery. I can just repair it. Who's even the runner of this one? Wicked's not even there. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh well. I don't have a warship I can send at the moment. Back to the grind. I mean, he's running a D4, so yeah, chasing Disco down. D4, like I said, great PvP ship. Yeah, that's the D7 skin for the D4. Don't be confused. That was not a Bortus. That was a level 45 in their D4. Aaron, no, it's just the game, man. Nothing, no reason to get upset over it. It's just the game. It's a PvP game, and you're at war. No big deal. PvP game, and you're at war. Green Lab, I'm seriously going to ban you for being an idiot. How about that? Make one more stupid comment, get banned. How about that? Jesus. All about battling? Yeah, server 20 is pretty hostile. Server 20 is very hostile. It is not very accommodating to new friends and faces. And they've been at war for over 2 years, so it just is what it is at this point. Your server is very peace, extreme row. Flashback to when server 20 was peaceful. When was that? I don't even remember that era. Pass you an ops level for the first time. The TOS leaderboard motivates you to push to 42. When do you plan on upgrading your ops? When I have the rep. No point in me going to 42 unless I can build the Valdor. So now I will say, Red Eagle, that we do have a pretty significant, I mean, I'd say at least a couple hundred newer players, like in the 20s and stuff. So there's like a whole nother like server economy, I guess you would say, below what I'm used to playing at, which I guess is pretty cool. But do you know if there's any more UI updates coming? I mean, not specifically like in 2 days, if that's kind of your question. Server 49 is dying and needs a fusion. That's one thing about server 20. Even though it launched over 3 years ago, it is still extremely healthy and vibrant. And even with all the war, and I'm actually a believer in this particular server that the war has helped keep it alive because it keeps things interesting. It gives you somebody to hate. There's a villain. So whether you're on IA side and you hate feds, or you're on, war side and you hate IA, it gives you a villain to hate. It gives you something to do every day besides your just boring events. And it works for this server. It works for this server. Not every server. I mean, there's definitely some Care Bear servers out there that hug and kiss and have kumbaya, and it works for them. But server 20 has survived and done pretty well. How's the war on server 63? I really don't pay attention to it. I mean, there's toxic people on both sides, which is annoying, and I'll log on to there once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks sometimes, every now and then a couple days in a row. But I really try to stay out of server 63 politics. I don't know anything about the leaders. I don't know anything about the alliance that I'm in, except it's the #1 alliance. I'm just in there. I try to just ignore all that stuff. Walter says your server row blows. Yeah, server row in general blows, which is why we don't have one, because it's stupid. Be careful what you wish for. We just had a server merge and we're on the brink of server war. That happens every time. Every time there's a server merge, there's that. Generally, a server war is going to break out. You might delay it for a little bit, but it's going to break out. It's just how quickly do you get over it? How quickly does everybody agree? How many people quit because they're frustrated? How many of those come back? So, yeah, it's just anytime you take literally a server and basically double it in size, there's going to be conflict. Be careful what you wish for. It's all about what you prefer, your own playstyle, and everybody's allowed to have different playstyles. We didn't have a server war after the merge. Dang, Fazonius, that's crazy. Because there's been about 24 merges, and that would be the first server that didn't go full out war. Now, was one of those servers like super dead? Was it like super dead? I want to say thanks to keep up the good work with the videos. So thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. It's very kind of you to say. Rumors that DJ is a secret account on server 60. Not that I'm aware of. DJ, I can't get the man to start over and run another account. I've told him to. I've told that man to. He won't start another account over. Granted, he's got a real job. You know, well, he's got a job. I've got a job too, but you know, what we call real might be different. But you know, he doesn't want to run multiple accounts like I do, and I get that. He does not have another one that he actively plays on that I'm aware of. Going hostile, come to 34. I promise you we got you beat. I promise you we got you beat. Where do I work? Here. I'm a content creator, full-time for 2 years. Here in Twitch is where you see my pretty ginger face. He did have a second or two accounts, but time-wise keep up with it. Yeah, I mean, I know he's made other accounts because he joined me on 43. We made server 43 accounts together. And he lasted about 2 weeks before he stopped on there. So... Sure, too much. Throw your question down. We're here to answer as many questions as we can. Azra says we had a server war end between bitter enemies because of everyone thinking we were going to merge. Everyone wanted to build up to squash newcomers. There was a very brief piece on server 20 because they thought that for a while. A rumor started, not by me, that there was going to be a merge between server 20 and server 17. And IA was like, yo, we should probably chill on hating each other and prepare for that, but it never happened. So. You love your, should you go Enterprise at Ops 39? Well, it depends on what you're going to Enterprise for. I mean, as we just saw here, the D4 are fantastic in PvP. Definitely love the speed boost, or the speed that it has naturally. I mean, I wouldn't say that you need to go Enterprise. Enterprise is a great ship, but too often people feel like they have to go Enterprise, and you really don't. You don't have to go Enterprise. It's a good ship, but the D4 is fantastic. You know, what is your reasoning for wanting to switch? Like, what's your thought? We heard rumors for months and they just died. Look, every time I announce a server's merging, inevitably, and sometimes this happened with DJ too. Like, we'll say, hey, these servers are merging, and then out of nowhere, oh, well, I heard this server's merging too. And then it just spreads and spreads, and people get convinced, and we're like, yeah, we didn't say that. I know a couple of servers that are going to merge, like in the next few months, but there's generally not a known list, and it doesn't just get told to people. Oh, gosh. Been your favorite fake news rumor? I mean, the mergers have been fun fake rumors, but... What do you mean, Derek? How did I do my server? What do you mean? What do you mean? And you hope server 77 merges? Dude, server 77 is like the newest US server we have. It is not merged anytime soon. I'd be shocked. Surely that server's not that dead. Surely that server's not that dead. It's one of the newest servers in the game. Because I know like 75 ain't dead. 73 ain't dead. Server 26 is going to merge with itself? Yes. Got $100 burning a hole in a pocket. What should I get? Prime repair or active nanoprobes? If you just want to spend $100, nanoprobes. You just want to spend $100, nanoprobes. Approximately how much resources would one need to jump straight from 35 to 39? Which resource? Like just par steel? 4 billion par steel, maybe 5, depending on your research. Depending on your research. Let me respond to this real quick. And Stephen Ayers, I love our chats on the side here. Love our chats here on the side. Is it worth the benefits? I mean, I've got here. Let me show you my Borg refiner. I don't think I've already pulled it. So, but I've got the active nanoprobes, and because the Borg officers are still probably the best in the game, it is definitely a valuable one. And that one's only $50, right? It's not 100, right? I think it's only $50. No, we're talking about the Borg rewards is 50, but that was the active. Is it the active nanoprobes is 100? They're all 100. I could swear one of the Borg is $50. One of the Borg was $50. Remember, Aaron, because this is something we talked about when they had the mess up back in January. Because they were, Prime Officer was $100 value, and the Prime Borg they were doing was 50. So it must have been the output in the independent credit one. But Prime Borg was $50, if I remember right. That means active nanoprobes would be $100. Short answer, yes, I'd get active nanoprobes. Okay, server merge has been a nightmare so far. The game is super laggy and GC is super toxic. Yep, that's probably the most common server merge critique and feedback I get. That's generally what it is for a lot of people. The rest are 100 for indie actives in the lat refine. Okay, thanks, Aaron. Yeah. Thank you, Andy, or Ando. Let's see, Dewar, appreciate it. No problem, Tokra. Love the name, by the way. Love Stargate. Stargate, very underrated. Very underrated. Is it rare playing a PC rather than iPhone? I greatly prefer playing on my PC versus my phone. I greatly prefer it. I greatly prefer it. You've seen 150, 151. They're still warring. Nice. Stargaze, your favorite sci-fi show of all time? Wow, Draco. It's not my favorite. It's my second favorite. I like that more than I like Star Wars, but not as much as I like Star Trek. Yeah, we are on YouTube, Sasquatch. We are on YouTube. PC version uses a toaster your computer? What? How? PC? I mean, obviously it affects different computers differently, but it's extremely light and requires very little resources on mine. So I'm surprised that it would do anything to yours. So usually a big server war after merges. On most servers, yes. On most server merges, that does seem to be what happens. And it seems to be common. As somebody pointed out, it has not happened on every server. Oh, just saw your message, Steven. Nice. Steven's errands. I got to get this server 63 account off my screen. It's taking up space. Battlestar Galactica, Edward James Olmos. Yeah, there are 3 Galacticas. Don't forget that. I have 3 of them. Bad Batch for me is a good Star Wars show. Fair enough. What's up, Felipe? How you doing? What happens to territory during the server merge? Territories get reset. So once the servers merge, all territories are set back to blank. Nobody has territories, and it's a big restart. Everybody has to then go fight for the territories they want. Which we can argue good, bad, ugly on that. But staying up late in the UK to watch the live? Well, it's good. Yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow night. Probably a little bit late for you. But then Tuesday, we're doing our giveaway here on Twitch. So not here, but on Twitch. We're doing the Battle Pass giveaway on Tuesday around 12 to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I am -6 GMT, I think. I'll announce it specifically on my Discord. But oh, let's see what else we got. You don't get Nano Refining Prime. Wherever you mentioned skipping the D3 is a possibility, but for me, my faction reps have gotten so high that I have to kill 35s. So D3 is a necessity, or just lower your dailies. Just lower your dailies. Your other option is to lower your dailies. Can we get some DS9 crew, or at least very little Ferengi or Trill crew members? It'd be nice to have some more diversity, and maybe we took a step in that direction with having the Klingons and the Romulans. Maybe we've taken a step in that direction, but let's see, what did Scott ask? Oh, what is the Vidar 8? Well, the Vidar 8 would be obviously the next Vidar if that existed, but we do not currently have an update on Borg or any. You know, it'd be nice to have a Borg update. The bartender from DS9 would be Quark. What about him, Dark? What about him? New patch is on Tuesday. Correct. New patch on Tuesday. Did you build the Envoy? You level 15. 100% yes. Definitely need the Envoy. Quark's mom would be the best new officer. Nice. No problem, Brad. They should add him. I can agree with that, Dark Builder. I mean, I would like a lot of the main characters and the side characters from Deep Space Nine to get added, though. Is Franklin A truly better than the original? Oh, dude, not even close. Not even close. Yes. 1,000,000% yes. Yes. You can do all dailies for 31 and confident on 32, 33. Then discover they just increase 32s, don't ask for 35, so I'll have 25. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, it wasn't a question. The original Franklin Swarm Refiner was a bad joke. It was. I hope the next art gives us grinding space for Federation, like the Ramen. Oh, so like the neutral grinds? Yeah, those are super useful. The neutral grind systems are. And I think that would be a good idea. If they don't give us that, it should be something that we kind of push them and petition them for. How about a group called Trek Moms? Get Loxana Troy in there. Now we're just getting kind of wild and crazy with the ideas here. Give me a second. I'm going to respond to this. All right. Thomas Riker, no. Any signs of the Defiant? That would require a DS9 arc, which I've told y'all is not here. I've told y'all DS9 would not come this early. It's only February. Like even last year, when Old Man, one of the devs, was talking about it, it was, around, they were saying like around summertime. So it's February. It's not getting DS9. No Defiant. Alex, I have no idea what the scrapyard for the Vidar A is because I don't know about a Vidar A. I have no knowledge of a Vidar A. Be able to scrap the hijack ships. It'd be about time to be able to scrap them. That said, I don't know if I'd scrap mine. Guessing new scraps would be G4. That seems far more likely, Michael. The ability to scrap the G4 ships. Summer in the South Hemisphere. Okay. Yeah. Random slag. Random. Base skins up. They were in the roadmap. Technically, they weren't in the roadmap. They were a thought. They were not in the roadmap. Here, I'll even pull up the roadmap just to confirm, but that was not in the roadmap. Let's see. Roadmap. Here's our roadmap from October, which we are waiting on a new one. Ship cloaking, second repair queue, upcoming Star Trek IP, officer presets, crossover, SVS. Yes, there was not base skins in the, that was not one listed. They add the Defiant, it should be for the upper 30s, low 40s. I mean, something tells me that's the level range you are, and of course you're not going to want it to be a high level ship. Of course you're not. Defiant will be on par with the Enterprise A, so it would be the 50s to match. That seems more likely, yeah. I mean, obviously I'd want the Defiant to be, but hell, like when the Enterprise D was coming out, I really pushed for it to be a scaling ship from 35 to 50, but they shot it down. They wouldn't accept that, so. Defiant will be level 60 with the Enterprise D. I hope not. I really hope not. There's not even that many people. A Cannon Defiant should melt most ships. Well, Cannon was always going to be set to that show. I mean, if the Defiant was in the next generation, it would not have been stronger than the Enterprise. So, you expected the Enterprise D as the G5 ISS Jelly? Yeah. Sure feels like we've got some filler arc content. Discovery reboot. If they were going to do a Discovery arc, they should have done it when the season started, though. They should have done it when the season started. The game won't let me disco warp. Says I need to upgrade the game. That's weird. Who's Joe? I've never seen that for needing to disco jump. That's new. Commodore warships be cool if they can make them work eventually. Fair. We need a Discovery skin. So for what? The new Discovery refit from the TV show? Discovery refit from the TV show, maybe? They ever going to fix the Enterprise D skin? You mean all the G5 skins? All of them? All of them look terrible. You actually have canon proof the Enterprise D will destroy the Defiant if anybody's interested. Oh, Jonathan, I think it depends on who's captaining in it and all that other stuff, because we saw Jimador warships take out a Galaxy class ship. So there's definitely variables. That's my first time on the Discovery jump issue. There's an officer set that makes Disco do that. Oh, okay. This is the first time on that one. Been getting that disco jump error for a month now. What crew is causing it? I can push it up if it's not already known. I'm sure it's known, but I've not known of that one. Well, season 4 part 2 drops, Christopher. Season 4 has already been out for Discovery, but it resumes in a couple days. Season 4 already started. We've already got like 6 episodes of season 4, that were 2 months ago. Best ship to mine dilithium. Raiding a base. That's how you get dilithium. You don't mine it. You go raid a base. Can they just shrink the G5 D-skin on screen to make the existing resolutions better? I don't even think that's the problem, honestly. So then they need to go back and just fix it. Is because of the level of a Discovery mycelium cost efficiency research. Everyone at that level of research can't jump. Really, Alex? Okay, yeah, that's new on me. The way things are looking, the Defiant will be a G6 ship and it'll be 5 years before. Well, I don't agree on that, Colonel, because we do know that DS9 comes this year. They've already said it comes this year. So whether it comes in 2 months or 10 months or whenever it comes, we know it comes this year, and they're not going to release G6 that soon. They're not going to release G6 that soon. So if we get the Defiant, I feel like we get it this year. Oh, it just goes to show you even more how I don't pay enough attention to the Discovery. Resources, what's the final verdict? Open just 1 box, 2 box, or 3? Open up any boxes, all the RNG's the same. It's all terrible. It's all terrible. How can I get uncommon Explorer parts from ISS Jelly at level 39? Parabellum, ISS Jelly Brawl. The Defiant should definitely not be a battleship. Definitely not be a battleship. Can you recommend either one of the following? Can you tell developers to turn augments into skin or have the Botany Bay research apply? Or put in a ticket and make that a recommendation. Will February be a filler arc? If you're asking will February be a 1 month arc, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Scrap a Mayflower or go to 41. Out of those two, scrap a Mayflower. Why would scrapping a Mayflower prevent you from going to 41? And don't scrap a Mayflower until after the next couple days. Don't scrap a Mayflower until after the next couple days. Pipe Maru Colbor in your disco and try jumping? Ah, now that I know about. That I know. Armada costs go up. Each level my op goes up. Level 35. The Armada cost stays the same regardless. Uncommons cost 100. Rares cost 200. Epics cost 500. They stay the same. Stay the same. I guess it would be a very scopely thing to make the Stella or make the Defiant into something it's not, because the Stella is definitely not a battleship yet. There it is. So to Alex's point, you already scrapped D3 for a few days ago. What happens to scrap ships? Well, as we said, you want your scrapping queue free when the new arc launches. That's something that they announced. The official way they worded it was the list of available ships that can be scrapped will be expanded on February 8th. To take advantage of this update, we suggest you keep your scrap queue clear. That was the official correspondence from them. And then it actually came out in game like 2 days later. Be nice to scrap a Saladin before level 42. I don't see them changing that, Dan. But yeah, being able to scrap those is helpful. Being able to scrap those is helpful. Let's see. Turn in our 50 boxes just because we're grinding, get crap out of them. Come on, what's the terribleness that we get? Yay, Horizon, Kumari, and Vocalist. Woohoo! So happy I did that pull. You want a Dreadnought skin? Are you talking like the Dominion's Dreadnought they had in the war? Or are you talking like the USS Vengeance? Botany Bay scrapped to build Amalgam would make sense. I don't see how that would make sense at all because they're not the same thing. The Franklin scraps to another Franklin because it's a Franklin. The Botany Bay to an augment to a Amalgam wouldn't make sense at all. It's not even the same race. Like the augments are not the Packlets. It's two completely different things. Oh, the USS Vengeance. They did work on that, 3 years ago. I don't know if it actually come in the game anytime soon though. Can it just count on every game improvement being beyond my level? And if I'm wrong, pleasantly surprised? I guess that's one way to chase after it. USS Yamato battleship. Yeah, let's just bring in other IPs into the game. Yeah, just bring in other IPs in the game. That reminds me, when can I pull that? Probably late. Oh, I need to pull this too. Pull them keys. I need the directives. But we're gonna pull this. 5.5 hours. Yeah, I got a long time to wait. What happened to Terran, Spock, and Kirk? Nothing. Are Scopely continuing with the Mega Cube and Worm events? Like that's like pulling teeth. I mean, they haven't gone anywhere. Bringing a Star Destroyer, it instantly loses to reality. Yes, Star Trek technology is far superior to that of Star Wars. These are big facts. Do you think the Narada should come in? I think the Narada should be here too, honestly. Hey, an Armada just started. I'm trying to ignore those in case anybody's watching. You haven't done despondency missions for Augment yet? Is that because you want the Con avatar? Just because I don't really see a point in it at the moment. Don't really... Descendancy. Yeah, there you go. I don't see a point. Star Wars has space wizards. This is true, Aaron. They do have space wizards. And I love Star Wars. I don't like it near as much as I like Star Trek, but I do love Star Wars. In the Boba Fett series right now, amazing. Amazing. All right, y'all. We have been over our normal stream time here on YouTube, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you do want to support the show, which not required, but appreciated, we've got Discord, we got PayPal. Come and join our groups. Come and hang out. Come ask more questions there. I'm going to wrap up so I can get ready for videos tomorrow. But y'all have been a lot of fun. I've been amazing. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And remember, Tuesday, middle of the day U.S. time, evening European time, we're doing a giveaway for 5 battle passes. Giving away 5 battle passes. And if you have not joined Twitch yet, that is where we'll be doing it. So twitch.tv/RevDeuce. Come hit the follow button. Join over there. Thank y'all again. Hit the like button on your way out. Only 80 likes, 370 of y'all watching. Hit the like button. Deuces, that's me. Thank y'all for being here. I'm outie, and we're rolling.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.